Welcome to Destination Divergence episode 7, I want to say. I think it's 7. Um, anyways, we are here. We're a couple members down, but a couple members weren't currently with the party anyways, so it'll work out fine. Last session, you all had a few tails chase you through Galt, around town. You stopped a few times, attempting to make your way outside the city after curfew, which was difficult. You One of the tails actually attacked you and surrounded you in some alleyways, blocking off some of the exits. And there were no survivors. The members that you planned to take alive would not be captured alive. They had some magic rings on them that killed them when they reached 0 hit points. So you all left the town through some bribery of the town guards that was reluctantly accepted after the offer was increased. And you are now outside the city of Galt to the north. As a reminder, the entrance you all had heard about was on the eastern side of the Galt city wall, leading down underneath Galt. What are you all going to do?
All right. Well, I'm out of everything.
Joss is looking a little tired, yeah?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little
I'm
tired.
also looking pretty beat up myself.
You're looking pretty beat up.
Take a short rest.
We are. Let's see, we're missing Milos. He's distracted at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So you say short rest. I say actually long rest.
It is about 9 p.m. in the evening. It's a few hours after dark now. It's thoroughly dark out. It is currently the first day of a month, so 2 of Eberron's moons are overhead, very brightly glowing. The other 10 are much more distant, but with 2 moons directly above, it's pretty bright out for a night, that is.
We don't have a, super urgent time frame, right?
Are you just asking as a recollection thing, real quick?
Yeah, so
No.
what is our we have the thing that we need to get back to the other city for.
Yes, you still have roughly 10 weeks remaining on that.
10 weeks. God. All right, we got so much time.
You had about 3 months to begin with, so.
All right, the big problem here is we probably just alerted the Illuminati that we're up to shit.
The Illuminati probably already in the air.
I mean, they suspected, right? So chances are whatever we're going to investigate might disappear relatively soon.
And as a quick recap for
That's a good point.
Yes. As a quick recap, what they refer to as the Illuminati is there is a society of many rich and or intelligent members across the continent called the Aurum, made up of several concords ranging from the copper concords up to the platinum concords. And there's rumored to be a shadow cabinet that presides over all of them, and that also, is never seen nor heard from, but secretly rules over many aspects. Basically, the Illuminati of Eberron.
All right.
Okay.
Yep, just as some background.
That was called Aurum?
The Aurum, yep. Aurum.
Creatively named.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Are the people that were targeting us specifically the Aurum or specifically the Shadow Cap?
Are you asking about the guards that attacked you earlier? The members that...
Yeah.
Yeah, their equipment seemed nice and new, but there were no markings on it that would affiliate them with anything. In fact,
we didn't really have time to search.
For sure.
Because one got away. So we took off really quick because we assumed more were coming, so we didn't actually get to search the bodies.
Yes.
Right. I say we take a short rest and we try and get to what they're hiding tonight. You made a great point. It might not be there if we wait too long.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling.
All right, so you guys are going to kind of get a bit away from a bit out of earshot eyesight of the guard watching the gate, and just kind of camp out somewhere in the fields?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna take some space.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Is anybody gonna set up watches?
I would assume we all will take part in a watch. There's technically Milos is here, but there's
Technically, Felicia is with you as well at the moment.
I thought we were doing a short rest. Or are we doing a long rest?
Well, I guess with
we're
a short
doing-
rest, you can all be awake. Yeah, that's fine. Never mind. So I'll still allow somebody to take watch during the rest. So just one person with advantage with somebody helping them, or two people separately may keep watch while the others tend to their wounds.
I will assist someone.
All right.
I can do it.
All right. Make
All right,
me
go
a
for it.
perception check with advantage, please.
Sure.
Remember, if you mess this up, we all die.
I rolled a 19 and a 1.
Well, that was fortunate that it was advantage.
All right. So that's a 22.
22. Okay. You don't spot anybody coming towards you. However, you do catch Felicia attempting to walk away, attempting to slip out of sight.
Felicia, where you going?
Felicia is just gonna pick up the pace and run north away from you guys. She looks like there is some urgent business she must get to. And
Is north towards the city or?
north is away from the city.
Oh, is it towards the? Okay, all right.
It's just off into the fields.
Okay.
Yeah, she probably just has to use the bathroom. She'll be back in a bit.
I suppose.
I'm not terribly concerned.
Yeah.
I think
neither.
I think at this point I'm not terribly worried about anyone turning against the team because we're all equally involved now.
Yeah,
Oh.
I agree.
Welcome. So, as you watch Felicia run to the north, Nala kind of just hops off the wall, spotting you guys in the distance, and comes over and joins your camp.
Hey.
So, Nala, last session, you spent it running around the city with Nakareth searching for one of the tails you had spotted.
Okay.
So, you were unable to catch anybody, but you did make it out of the city safely just by kind of jumping the wall. So,
Cool.
you're now joined with everybody again.
Sounds good.
Nothing else happens during the short rest. You all may take the benefit of a short rest.
All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll some
Okay.
hit dice.
All right.
Probably take at least one hit.
Are you
dice.
hurt at all, Lemmy?
Am I hurt at all?
Yeah.
Let me check.
Where's the hit dice on here?
It's under the short rest
I
section,
forget.
I believe. If you actually hit
Oh,
the
I
short
see.
rest button.
Wait, what was sorry? What was your question?
Are you missing any hit points? Are you hurt?
Am I missing any pet points? I shouldn't miss any, right?
Yeah, I don't think you've seen any combat. Yeah, you're all good. I just checked your sheet. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, short rest gives me almost everything back. So,
Okay, good.
short rest bonus is remind me D10 plus.
It's whatever your
Yeah.
hit die is plus your con. Yeah, when you roll.
No
okay.
damage.
Alright.
All right.
More
So
hit points.
it's about an hour later. You all have rested up. So now it will be 10 p.m. Again, it's
All
a
right,
very
10
bright
p.m.
evening. So you have plenty of light to see
And-
with as you walk around.
Felicia did indicate to us which area we were looking for, correct?
Yes, she said you couldn't miss it. There's kind of it's not actually like a secret entrance. It's more so a widely known area that kind of nobody went in because it's kind of a dark place. It'd be like holding a secret meeting in a cemetery or something. It's not a place people just go to often, but it is a publicly known area. It's kind of the catacomb type area underneath Galt. And there's an entrance in the eastern wall on the outside.
Okay. Can we see that from where we're standing? Like, where
You could
abouts on
you
the
can make
city
your way
would you
over
say
there.
we
Yeah,
are? Okay.
it's pretty much directly on the eastern side. Like, it's as far to the east as you could get along the wall. It's pretty easy to make out if you make your way over there. Which, will you guys do that now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Alright, so you all assume that Felicia has something to take care of, and you will meet up with her later. She knows where you're going, at least, so. You all make your way to the entrance of this whatever it is, area underneath Galt, which is where you are now standing. Let me actually grab Lemmy's icon, because I did not foresee him here tonight. There we go. So you guys spot this little entrance here. And it actually extends in a little bit, and you can kind of see it splits off in either direction there, but you can't see more than that from outside it. It does look well lit, as if there are torches along the walls inside. Immediately, like right here, is all it's all dirt and grass and stuff right outside. But as soon as you enter in through this doorway, it's pretty nice, well-kept stone, actually. Like stone tiles and nice, almost cobbled flooring and things.
Before we go in, I'd like to kind of glance around on the outside, see if there's anyone watching us.
Sure, make me a perception check.
16.
All right. You kind of look up along the wall, look back into the fields of wheat and things behind you. You don't spot. Doesn't look like anyone pays too much attention to this side of town.
All right, we're good for now. Let's.
This is, with that perception check, you would notice, or at least remember, this is the area close to the crying fields that have been mentioned previously. The kind of very dark energy has soaked into the plants around here and things. So it's just kind of an area nobody really goes to. It's kind of cursed.
There is nothing ominous about that name. I'm ready to go.
Yep. All right. Who will enter first?
Well, I suppose I'll enter first, but I'm going to be checking for traps and devices of ill intent.
Making an investigation check.
That 22.
All right, you spot no traps. It's just a pretty normal doorway to the underground of Galt here.
All right.
It's not even blocked off by anything. It's just kind of an open hole in the side of the city that has some stairs leading down. This area here is actually some pretty steep stairs that lead to this lower floor here.
Just look back and quietly whisper, "It's clear."
All right.
And continue in.
Go ahead and move yourself in there. As far as you would like to go in what you can see there.
So I'll lean kind of right around this corner. Okay. I can't really go.
So if you just kind of
around.
look up and down the hall here, you can see this much, and you can see kind of a door down here, and you can see that this just continues down as a hallway this way.
All right. Assuming everyone's behind me, I'm gonna continue and keep, still looking for traps or tripwires or whatever.
Okay.
Take a little peek around this corner to get an idea of how far that goes.
Okay. Are you moving stealthily, or are you investigating for traps, or are you doing both?
Both.
All right. Make me both rolls.
All right. Investigation was a 19, and stealth is a 8.
All right. So you again spot nothing out of the ordinary, but you now kind of take a better look around, and there are indeed some torches along the walls, up and down the sides of pretty much both walls, alternating sides. Again, it's actually nicer in here than you would expect for some place that people say is kind of cursed. It's definitely well maintained. You're kind of surprised by how much noise your feet make on the cobbled flooring as you move around. You aren't quite as stealthy as you hoped.
I wouldn't say he's surprised.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Quick question, if I may interrupt.
Sure.
So since there are torches there, does that mean like someone put that there recently? turned it on or no?
That's up to you to find out.
Okay.
All right, so you peek around this corner, and you do see that this hallway goes down about this far, and there's another door there on the left.
Okay.
Eric is gonna start walking in with Patch leading.
Okay.
Yeah, Dross is gonna quietly mention that there's doors either way and kind of which way people want to go.
All right.
Group
My
decisions.
gut says to go left.
All right, we can go left. Nala, you want to take the lead on this one? And I can keep watching this hallway.
Sure.
All right, go ahead and move yourself up there then, Noah.
Important group question: are we moving stealthily?
I am.
All right.
Wait, did you want me to be here?
I think
I'm gonna
they
start
kind of
moving towards the door.
Want to be in the front?
We were gonna, yeah, you were gonna be up front, moving to the door on the left.
Front. I was gonna. Do you mind if I listen to see if I can hear something on the other
Yeah.
side first?
Yeah, go ahead and listen.
You may make me a perception check.
All right. Ooh, that is a 23 or 22. Sorry.
All right. You do hear some chatter behind the door. It seems kind of hushed at the moment, like quiet. Is there someone out there?
Oh, did you want me to roll stealth?
Well, so this was mostly based on Drost's stealth roll earlier, anyways. So.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask for a group stealth check once you are all in the hallway at least. But...
Okay.
Excuse me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was the stealthiest.
All right.
So that's all it is. It's just some people trying to like hush people
Yeah,
down.
you get the feeling that they're not sure somebody's outside at the moment, but they are kind of on guard because they did hear something, and yeah, maybe they'll go back to what they're doing in a moment. Maybe they won't.
Do I get an idea of roughly how many there are?
At the moment, you only hear two voices talking as they've kind of hushed each other.
Okay. Tarek is gonna try and
I'm gonna say Milos moved in as well, just as a...
stealthily go back a little bit and whisper to Nala. There's company on the other side, at least two. They seem to be aware of our presence, at least partially.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, there he is.
George.
Very brief recap. You guys found the tunnels, or the cave, or the underground chamber of whatever kind it is. Felicia has gone off north, and Nala has returned to you.
And we took a short rest.
And we took a short
took a
rest,
short
so
rest.
if you need to heal up from your short rest stuff, you may do so.
Did they let us out of town last week?
Yes.
Or this
Yeah.
week?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Last week.
All right.
Should we try and listen on the other door, or do we want to just bust in?
Yeah, if we're gonna go for one, we might as well go in hard for one. You know?
We should bust in. I'll be the tank. You know.
Yeah, if we're gonna
All right.
send it, we might as well just send it.
All right.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
guys want to?
Send it then.
If you guys can all make me a group stealth check while you position yourselves around whichever door you want,
Dear God.
Not sure it'll matter, but sure.
just in case. It's just a nice
Ooh,
general.
I
group.
rolled a natural
Oh,
one.
perfect. Okay.
So
And
so
I'll
we
roll
roll,
for patch too.
Rolling at disadvantage because of my armor. That's both a natural and a 3.
Okay.
Patch rolled
I'll
a
take-
15.
So Lemmy, if you could roll me stealth.
So I'll take that juicy 3.
I've never
got-
rolled stealth.
I've got an 11.
It'll be on your character sheet. There'll be on your skills. There's a stealth section.
Stealth, plus 1.
Yep. So just roll it.
So I'll just do / roll d20 plus 1.
Yep.
All right.
What'd you get?
7.
7. Okay. At this
You're
point,
not very stealthy.
yeah, at this point, I think we've had enough failures.
I mean, I knew it was
I don't
going
think even a
to.
natural 20 could save us. So, all right. So, which doors are you gonna orient yourselves around? Just the top door. Some people gonna go to the bottom door.
We're all going to the left door.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and place yourselves up there. Give me a marching order. Whoever will be kicking down the door, and then those behind them.
So
This is the door right here?
Yes.
I
Okay.
was going to stay on this corner just to make sure no one flanked us from behind.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys can rush.
Nala, you can go ahead of the dog right.
Okay.
Do we have Aaron with us?
Not at the moment.
All right.
All right. So let me know when you're gonna kick down the door.
Okay.
Is
are you guys
everybody in
ready?
position?
Yep.
All right. Let me roll me athletics.
Athletics. All right.
For kicking down the door.
Ooh, I have +6 for the bonus for that.
That's
one.
good.
Okay.
Imagine getting a 1 and failing to kick down the door. Oh no.
Okay. 16.
Nice.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
As you reel back and kind of place your foot on the door for a second to kind of aim it, and then you smash the door. It slams open, and you hear the clattering of metal as several guards kind of leap to position.
Several, huh?
And this is what you see. And that token there is you, Eric. You are being held by 2 guards. They restrained you. You have some shackles on in back.
I feel restrained.
Yes. Indeed you do. These 2 guards over here were the ones that were more prepared than the others. Perhaps these were the ones that heard something, but they were playing a game of cards at this table, and they have jumped up and they have weapons. All 4 of these guards you immediately see are wearing the same black cloaks you saw earlier. Otherwise, there's not much else about this room. There's some tables, some benches. There's some weapons hanging on the walls. It looks kind of like not quite a barracks, but definitely the place where the guards kind of stay for this location. And that's what you gather. Everybody roll me initiative.
16?
All right.
Say initiative?
I did.
Come, I don't.
That is a 10 for Drost.
I don't see it in the skills.
It's up at the
5 for Milos.
It's up at the top. Milos.
It's right next to your armor class.
Milos, what is your dexterity score or your dexterity modifier?
Dexterity is +2.
Okay.
I included the +2 in that 5 though.
Yes, but I was breaking a tie.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 for Carrick.
Okay. What's your dexterity score?
Mine is a +2, I believe.
Okay, then you and Milos may decide who goes first.
Oh, I can run first to get out of your way.
Sure.
All right. Who am I missing? I think we're still missing Nala.
Me?
Yeah.
So you said initiative roll?
Yep.
So I got 14.
Okay.
Nala's initiative is the question of how long do we have to stand in this hallway before we can move.
All right. So, first up, this guard who was at the table here is going to immediately rush up back in this general direction here, actually, not directly at the door.
Ooh.
And instead of a sword, he's going to pull out a small crystal that's kind of like a 5-pointed star. He's going to start waving his hands around, and he is going to cast Sacred Flame on you. So let me, if you can make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So that should be listed over on the left side of your screen. There's like a saving throws section. Bonus there.
Wait, did you want me to roll dexterity?
Yes. There's a
Okay.
dexterity saving throw, is something like on the top left-ish section.
I don't see the saving.
It's
Oh.
okay. You have a +1. Just checked. Okay.
Yeah, I have a +1.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, 21.
Yep. Okay. You see him wave his hands to the air, and you just kind of instinctively just jump out of the way. You before you even know what's necessarily happening, you just jump, and the flames pass right underneath you. So you take no
Matrix.
damage.
Nice.
All right. Next up, the other one across the table from him will run around the table and up here, and he will also pull out a similar crystal. He is going to cast on you. Well, first he's going to say a few arcane words you can't quite understand, but then he is going to say to you and point at you, Nala, and with an echoing voice say, "Drop." Make me a wisdom save.
Wisdom. I don't think you got good wisdom. Oh, I got +1. Okay. Ooh, 18.
All right. You puzzle at him for a second, like why would you drop something just because he tells you to? That doesn't make any sense. And that is his turn. He looks a little befuddled. Next up, this cultist here is going to leave this robot that you see here, this Warforged, and he is just going to kind of run in this direction and end his turn there. It is now Leroy's turn.
Alright. And you said my hands are bound.
Your hands are bound, yes.
Alright. So I cannot cast any spells.
Not at the moment. Unless they have
That's
no
the
somatic
worst.
component.
Yeah, I don't think any of the good ones don't have somatic
Yeah, that's
components.
fair.
Yeah. I guess I will use my action to disengage cultist.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to run over. I can just my character, right?
Yep. Should have control over it.
Alright.
If I set it up right.
So, oh wait, I have to figure out. How do I figure out how far are the big squares? 5 feet?
Yes.
Alright.
There is a measuring tool on the left, too, that looks like a ruler in a circle if you want to make measurements as well.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go over there.
All right.
And then I drag and drop my dude.
Yep.
Question.
Yes.
There.
Is there a limit to how far you can go in one turn?
Yes.
Yes.
It'll be listed at kind of the top right middle of your section called walking speed next to your health.
Mine is 35 feet as opposed to
Yes.
most things. And
wait,
that was 30 feet.
Okay, I
all the way
see it.
around the
30
corner.
feet from me.
Let me. The
Okay.
standard for moving is 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might get
alright.
some bonuses to that as a barbarian eventually, but for now it's 30.
And how do you guys doing the arrow thing? I've been trying to figure it out for
So,
now.
like, on the left side of your screen, there's kind of a toolbar, and one of them looks like a circle with a ruler sticking out of it. And if you click on that tool, you can then click and drag to measure things.
like
and
the
then-
snap to center, snap
Yes,
to
that one,
corner.
yep. You just click on that.
And then I will use
Okay, thank you.
my bonus action time just to call out to you guys. Say, excuse me, I would really appreciate some here. And that's my turn.
All right. Nala, you're up. The door is now open. There are 3 black-robed figures in front of you.
So we are. I'm just speaking to the whole group. I think Josh can hear me right from here.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Sure. You got a loud voice. So our plan is just to send it, basically, right? We're not
Oh,
like
hell yeah, we're sending
no
this shit
plans really.
straight in.
Start with maybe the first guy to attack me, and then the second guy. All
See
right.
what happens.
Okay.
Don't tell the new guy we don't plan, but you know.
Yeah.
I have shatter, so if you guys don't get too in the thick of things, and you do take off my handcuffs, that's too far. Dang. That was-
All right. So if I was here,
I would recommend
No.
making that snap to center, by the way. The snap to corner is for some
Oh.
other things. Yeah.
that makes more sense with the grid.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so I think the first thing I'm gonna do is what's my attack range?
You
I'm trying to
have
remember.
just the square next to you, basically, so 5 feet.
Okay, so like right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd have to be in the square,
So
pretty
we're-
much right next to him. Things like lances and halberds and things have more reach. Whips, but most weapons have 5 feet.
Whips are my
Yeah.
favorite melee weapon.
All right, I'll move up here.
All right.
Attack this dude right here. This red guy.
All right. Make me an attack roll with your great sword. Is that what you're using? I believe so.
Yep. Trying to think. So it's just a D20 then,
It's a
right?
D20. If you go to your actions section, you should have a great sword attack as an action, and that'll tell you what your plus to hit is, and your range.
Oh
and all
yeah.
that. Yep.
So it's +6.
Yep. So a D20 plus
Okay.
6, and then if that beats or meets its armor class, then you hit.
Oh man, this is the fun part. Okay. Oh, okay. 12.
12 does not hit. So
No.
this guy, as he after he casts a spell at you and misses, he sees you running to him and he just kind of ducks as you wildly swing your great sword over his head. All right.
Not fast enough.
So you still have a bonus action, which you could use to rage if you wish.
Okay.
Just as a reminder. I know it's been.
Oh, so I can roll again.
Well, so
basically,
as
or
a
whatever.
rage, you get damage reduction and you get some more melee damage, and then also yes, you could take a reckless attack.
Okay, and that lasts I think 10 turns.
It lasts
remember.
until you have a turn where you don't hit anything or nothing tries to hit you.
Okay.
And
So you'd be fine for this round because you took an attack at this guy.
Yeah. So could I do the rage now?
Sure.
And then I will roll again.
If you want to attack recklessly, sure, I'll allow a retroactive reckless attack.
All right.
So just as a reminder, when you attack recklessly, they'll have advantage to attack you as well.
Oh shit.
But you do get advantage on the attack. So
All right. I'll attack recklessly.
all right, go for it. You are mad about it. You burst open this door. You're swinging wide. You're smashing the walls with your sword.
Oh shit.
Unfortunate. So, nope. Your sword kind of penetrates into the stone wall slightly with all of your strength, but you still do not hit the dude.
And dang it.
All right. It is Drost's turn.
Yeah. Now, did you say you yelled at me?
He yelled at you to ask if he should full send.
Yeah.
Oh yes, full send. So in the spirit of full sending, let's
no.
see. 5, 6, 7. So we're allowed to move through teammates, correct?
Sure, unless they block
Nick, you get limited full send.
So movement, I've got
Stop.
30 feet of movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Action, I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And that is both my action and my... it's both my movement and my action.
Yes.
So then... let's see. What do I have for bonus actions? I'm gonna hold here.
All right. Dross comes charging through after the door is bust down. These two Goliaths have just barreled through this door right after it's been broken down. It's quite a sight to see as splinters of wood haven't even hit the floor yet, and these two, 8, 9 foot tall figures. I don't know how tall you guys are, but I assume it's something like that.
Yeah, like my
Swinging giant weapons around are just very angry about it.
FBI open up.
Yes, exactly. Karak, you're up.
Nick, what was your class again?
My
Let's
class
see here.
is a Rune Knight.
Ah, okay. Getting some notes down.
Oh yeah.
First things first, I'm gonna send Patch in.
All right.
First things first, do the relist.
Yeah, that.
I'm gonna have Patch. I'm gonna use my bonus action to have Patch attack the guy. You know what? I'm gonna
Okay. So,
move it.
technically
What's that?
speaking, I had to look this up last time because I was confused about it. Patch takes his action directly after your turn. So use a bonus action to give him a
Directly
command.
after my turn.
Yeah, you use your bonus action to give him a command, and then he acts after you do, essentially. It's like the initiative order directly behind you, if that makes sense.
Okay. So I'll just leave him here, and then I'll move ahead.
Sure.
I think that's my full movement.
Mhm.
And then, I'm going to just take the dodge action.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure. Why not?
Why not? and then I'll have Patch move up here, and he'll take his attack on the one next to Nala.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
Ooh, a natural 20.
Oh, nice. Roll damage on that.
Nice.
Starting off strong.
Okay, so that is 1d8 plus 2. Where are my d8s? There it
Is
is.
this the first crit we've had? Because I feel like this is our first crit, and it's on a.
I haven't had a crit in like a long time, if at all. So I'm excited.
Meanwhile, the DM has rolled
and if
like
I
7.
it didn't roll well,
Yep.
just like now. That's a 2 on the die, so it's 4 plus 2, so 6 damage.
All right.
Oh no, yeah, 6 damage. 6 damage.
Our first crit goes to the.
The dog.
Yeah.
The dog.
I think you guys have gotten 20s on skill checks before, but that doesn't matter. So,
True.
all right. Is that your turn, Carrick?
It just means we've done the skill very well.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Milos, you're up.
Okay, I am going to move over here. And take a shot at this top one that tried to fire Nala with my crossbow.
Okay. He'll be at a slight cover because Nala's big body is in the way, but you may attempt the shot.
I got a 12.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh.
So you struggle to get an angle around Nala and just kind of pings off the floor and doesn't really impact him.
Alright, and then where's that ruler? There it is. We're gonna move Neko. Wait, that's not 10 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I forgot where 40 is. There we go.
This will be 40. Well, I guess
So,
in 10 feet.
well, we don't count the corner.
So 10
'cause-
feet and then.
Now we would.
So you could
Neko
go
is
one.
magical, but he can't walk through
You can
walls.
go one more technically because you can do a diagonal that's
Alright.
5 feet. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can cut corners on diagonals.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hug the corner.
Yeah, these squares are 5 feet wide, so you don't have to go like to the center of every square. You can kind of,
Well, that's the end of my turn.
All right. This boy over here is now seeing Leroy head over to that corner. He's like, hey, get back here! And he's going to. Actually, he doesn't move very far, so he can barely make it. I'll run down here and over. And he is going to attempt to grapple you. So that is contested athletics.
Oh, lordy me. It can't be acrobatics, can it?
I think you can roll with acrobatics. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, what's up? I'm much better. at
Dodging the grab instead.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
That's just a 14.
He
It's not a saving throw, is it?
no. He rolled a total of 1, so you're good.
All right. Well, I dab, but I'm
Nice.
invisible, so I still did it.
You would dab, but your arms are behind your back, so it's kind of hard.
You can dab with your legs.
If you're a robot, maybe. Back to this boy. Seeing Nala swing the sword just over his head as he ducks below, and there's kind of little bits of stone crumbling around. He is going to reach up and try to grab your wrist, Nala.
Man.
And so this is just an attack roll. Does a 14 hit? What's your armor class?
My armor is 14.
14, okay. So he cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh. I mean, that's fine.
It'll be fine, I'm sure. It did not. There we go.
At 5th level.
No, fortunately not. So you take 11 points of necrotic damage, but because you're raging as a totem barbarian, that is down to 5 points of necrotic damage.
Hell yeah.
So as he reaches up and grabs your wrist, he barely latches onto it as you're still kind of struggling to pull your sword out of the wall. And just kind of the veins on your arm turn black a bit, and
Man.
you feel this cold energy up your arm.
Pissing him off more.
Yep. All right, this one here is going to... Seeing Patch right in front of him, he is going to cast Sacred Flame on Patch. So can Patch make me a dexterity save?
You can. Ooh, that is probably a failure. That's a 5.
Yep, failure. All right, so he takes 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then this guy back here is going to drop in for by Drost. He's going to take out a little scimitar. The same one as you saw earlier in the alleyway, Drost. And he's just going to swing at you. So, does an 18 hit?
It does.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Take 6 points of slashing damage. He'll swing again.
Yeah, not even.
It is a 13 hit.
Not even.
Guessing not.
No.
Okay. So as he hits you with the first one, as he kind of comes out of your peripheral vision and you didn't quite notice him yet, he slashes at you, but then you know where he is with the second time. You're able to deflect it pretty easily. It is now Leroy's turn.
All right. I'm still bound.
Yes. If you want to try and break the restraints, you could make me a strength check if you want. But that's up to you.
I'm profoundly bad at those. I can try to. How when they put them on me earlier, how strong did they seem?
I mean, they're some kind of enchanted rope. They're not a metal, but they're definitely enchanted by some nature.
Okay.
You can almost feel that through your body as if they're trying to suppress your magic, or whatever they're doing. But
so
yeah.
I have Misty Step. Is there there's no chance I could Misty Step out of my bomb?
You can try.
I could try it. All right. Should I just do that, or is there a check?
I'd say make me an Arcana. Yeah, make me an Arcana check.
All right.
Sure.
Oh, I'm certain it's gonna work. I got a 6.
What's your bonus to Arcana? Is that just total of 6?
2.
Okay, so it's an 8?
No. I rolled a 4.
Oh, okay. So, where are you going to Misty Step to?
I'm gonna Misty Step. Let's measure out 30 feet. Yeah, right there.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
You do manage to make it over there, and actually, your one arm is free. Your kind of more normal arm is free of the restraints, but the enchantment on the rope is still suppressing the magic in your other arm.
All right. Could I try and use that free arm to unwrap my arm, or is it magically bound on?
You may, as an action, you can take a. I'd say either a strength check or a dexterity check to try and either pull it off and rip it off, or to try and untie it.
I'll
When
try
you
to
appear
untie it.
there.
Untying, I'll say sleight of hand
Oh,
if you
hi.
happen to have that.
Sleight of hand?
Sure.
All right. That's a 17 plus 4 for 21.
All right. Yep. You quickly untie the knot and just drop it to the floor, and you're now free.
All right. And I don't really have anywhere else to move, so... Hello, guys.
Oh, hi.
Thanks for the help.
So, Leroy, if you would like to
Yeah.
describe yourself to those, I forgot to mention that earlier.
Sure. I am a skirmisher warforged. I'm pretty tall for that particular model. 6 feet 9 inches tall. Mostly my internal machinery is made of brass, and I am plated with titanium. My eyes glow a very deep blue, sort of the opposite of the fire that I've worked with for most of my life. And I have the symbol of House Kenneth emblazoned on my chest, sort of etched in.
All right. Thank you. Is there any? I forget if one of your arms looks different, or if that's just that's if they look identical regardless.
It looks like it comes off on occasion, like, you know, I have to put it back on. But it also is more well used. It's my right arm, and that's where my magic comes out of when I cast things.
All right. Thank you. Anybody else in the party want to describe what Leroy sees as he sees you all burst through the door? And describe your characters to him real quick.
Sure. Right in front of him, as he appears next to Carrick, he sees a half-elven man with about shoulder to neck length, blonde golden hair, and like a finely trimmed goatee with a scar on his cheek, and he's wearing a worn blue scale mail, and he's got a bunch of like little gadgets and tools on him.
All right. Thank you. Anyone else?
I don't think I'm even in the room. I'm still
That's
behind the
true.
door, just poking my
True.
crossbow out.
I already described the other two as big Goliaths, but if there's any other defining features you guys would like to mention.
Yeah, so Drost is the tall hammer-wielding Goliath. He's about 9 feet-ish, you can tell.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the handsome one.
Yeah, the handsome. Nah, neither of them are handsome. He has, most notably, large scrollwork tattoos down every patch of skin you can see, including his bald head.
All right.
And he is gray-skinned.
All right.
Any details from you, Nala?
Yeah, so similar to what he said, he's about 9. I was gonna say 9 inches tall, 9 feet tall.
Tiny Goliath.
Tiny Goliath. Yeah, about 9 feet tall. Also, has no hair on the head, besides a really scraggly beard with barely any armor on, and has a kind of a scar on his left eye, red, like a red scar, and around it is a tattoo as well. That's kind of just making it more bold.
All right.
Yeah, that's about it. Very veiny guy as well, gray skinned.
All right. Thank you, guys. So now you've all seen each other and kind of acknowledged each other in the middle of this combat. It is now Nala's turn.
All right. So I will do the same thing again and attack the same guard.
All right. Are you going to attack recklessly or just a basic attack?
I'll attack recklessly.
Go for it. Make me an attack at advantage. So roll twice and pick the highest.
Roll twice and pick whichever one you want.
Sure, technically. Yeah. That's why lucky with disadvantage is so broken.
That's true. I did not take lucky, and you're welcome.
Hey, I got 19.
Okay, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. So, going back to damage, it says that my 1 second actually.
Your greatsword should do.
My plus
Yes.
6. Plus 6.
So
right?
your greatsword,
Yeah.
it says 2d6 plus 4. For the
Wait a second.
damage.
I might have. So when I attack, I fucked up a bit. So when I attack, I do d20, or I roll, and then do I use the +6, or do I use the strength?
So the
Okay.
+6 is actually your strength and your proficiency bonus together. But you don't add your proficiency to damage, so your damage is just 2d6 plus your strength, which is 4.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Sure thing.
Hey, 17.
2d6 plus 4 equaled 17.
Wait. Oh, fuck. I fucked up.
That's 1 damage over a max roll. I'm slightly confused.
Hey, wait. So 2d6?
Yes.
That's the kind
Plus
of damage
4?
I like to
Plus
see.
4.
All right.
Real
13.
chaos weapon there.
13. Okay, that's still a good roll. Nice. So as your sword is kind of embedded in the wall slightly, just like barely edged in between a couple bricks, you yank it out of the wall and kind of use that momentum to slash across this guy's chest.
Hey.
He's looking hurt. He is not having a good day anymore. He's getting pretty beat up. There's kind of blood pouring down the front of him, but he's still standing, still got his arcane focus up. And it is, well, I guess technically you have a bonus action if you'd like to do that. Also, hold on. What is your rage bonus? +2. Okay, so you do 2 more damage because you're raging.
So it'll be 15?
Yep. Okay. There we go. If you want to use a bonus action or your movement, you can. I don't know what you have for bonus actions, but...
But for bonus action... So you mean the rage?
Oh, you already
right?
have that active. Okay. If rage is your only bonus action, then that's pretty much your turn.
Yeah, that's it,
Okay.
really.
Yep. Your rage is still going, so still have damage reduction, all that. It is now Drost's turn. Drost's turn.
I was muted.
Oh, sure.
All right, we got one to either side.
Hey, you pulled a me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the swing to the one at the right of me.
Okay, the one kind of to the quote-unquote south.
Yeah, right under Doggo.
All right.
All right, Warhammer strike against him.
Go ahead and roll.
22.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
All right, I am not giant, so I don't get my extra d6,
Nope.
but that will do 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay, as he swung his scimitar at you before and you block the second one, now you'll just use the force of the block to swing your hammer back at him and just kind of hit him on the shoulder a bit.
Not
All right.
bad.
Bonus actions or
Just
anything?
Nope, not too much. I'm gonna chill for a bit
All
and
right.
stand ready for the next round.
Karek's turn.
All right, Carrick is gonna move up and like have the dog get out of his way.
Okay, so the dog is going to take an attack of opportunity from this one. That's going to be a miss. So Doggo is fine. Dude, as he Drust's shoulder bash kind of throws off his aim at Patch a bit. He can't quite hit.
And then Carrick is going to attack the one that is right below him.
All right, go for it.
That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Double bladed scimitar.
All right.
And that's 2d4. That's 9 damage.
All right.
And then he's going to go and take another swing.
Right, the bonus action attack. So technically then you and Patch would be occupying the same space, which I'll allow since...
Well, Patch, I can move Patch. He just can't take action
Oh,
other than dodge
okay,
action.
gotcha.
He takes a dodge action if I don't do it, but he can move no matter what.
This makes sense. Okay. How much damage was the first one again? Was that 9, 6?
The first one was 9 damage,
9
correct.
damage,
And then the second one is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, and the next one is 8 damage.
All right, this one's looking pretty hurt too, as he's starting to bleed from several places, and the shoulder is looking kind of funny, like it doesn't quite connect right after it drops its impact, and it's just cuts everywhere. He's having a bad day too. It is now Milos' turn.
Great. I'm going to attempt to shoot that same fiery one with my crossbow.
Go for it. He has a slight bonus to this because of cover from Nala.
Yep. It's a 23
Yeah,
hit.
it does.
Excellent.
So as Nala rips his sword out of the wall, he kind of bows down a little bit on during the swing, and in that moment, you fire over his back.
And I hit him for 9.
9 damage. All right. So this dude barely even sees you, and barely even knows that you exist before a crossbow bolt just like hits him right in the shoulder. He is barely standing.
And I'll have Neko keep going.
All right, another 40 feet.
40. Right in the door.
All right. So if the door is there, it is you can either just try to have Neko open it or try to burst it down or something, if you want to move through it. Or up to you.
I'll have Neko bust it down next turn.
Okay, sure. It is this boy's turn. He's very frustrated chasing Leroy around, so he's going to come back up around here. Actually, don't know if he can move all that far. Yeah, he's moved right about there. So he's actually going to take out a dagger now and just lob it at you. Well, I say lob, it's a lot more aggressive than that. But that's a natural 1, so it actually just kind of slips out of his fingers and clatters behind him.
So he loves the dagger.
Oh yeah.
Can I try to catch it?
Well, he kind of raises it up to wind up before
Yeah,
throwing
yeah.
it, and it kind of goes over his head and backwards. Which is
He's
just
gonna limp
unfortunate.
wrist it.
Yeah.
Cultists, man. No job requirements.
Anyways, it is now this boy's turn. He can hardly even stand up. He can hardly focus on anything. It doesn't look like he's even looking at you anymore, Nala, but he just reaches up with his arcane focus, and he is going to cast Sacred Flame on you again. So make me a dexterity saving throw at advantage because of your class feature. You can see it coming.
Am I supposed to be able to see like pings right now? Because it's not showing me much.
I haven't been pinging a ton. Can you see this
okay.
when I ping that?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Sorry, I reloaded the page because it was acting weird, and now it's fine.
Yeah,
again.
sometimes I
Great.
click and it just doesn't ping.
Alright, all good.
Okay, dexterity. 20.
Okay, so he again in this
Yoink.
desperate last play to try and hurt you in some way throws this fire under your feet, and you just kind of hop in place like a little Mario hop, and it completely misses you.
Go back.
All right, this one here is now going to redirect his attention to Kark. I'm going to take that scimitar and just whirl around and try to strike you. He has flanking for a +1 bonus. So does a 15 hit? Kark?
Oh no, he's got his ear pods in.
I'll just check his sheet real
You.
quick.
Is he there?
We'll give him a second. He is... Okay, that does not hit him, but he's going to take another swipe. That one. He takes 2 swipes at Kark, neither of which connect. And...
Oh wow, I'm back just in time.
Oh, yes. All the attacks against you missed, so you're fine so far. Well, except this guy hasn't done anything yet, but... He has his arcane focus out, and he is going to point at you, Kark. And he is going to, again, speak some arcane words and weave his fingers, and then he will shout at you, grovel, and it will echo. So make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Oh, that's a 9.
All right. You are forced to lie prone for 1 turn, or at least until the start of your next
Shit.
turn. Yeah,
All right.
I think. Hold on. Okay, so you are not prone yet, but at the beginning of your next turn, you will that will take effect.
And I just like go prone at the beginning of my turn. Does that use my action or?
I believe.
Yes.
I believe it uses your action.
Yes, it basically takes your turn to do the action that you are commanded to do.
Is this the command spell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's how it works. I haven't used that in a bit.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Seems like it would be pretty worthless otherwise. So, if you could just get back up with your starting movement, but all right. That is his turn.
It takes half your movement to get up.
Right. Leroy,
Yeah.
your turn.
Target falls.
All right. I can cast spells now.
Indeed.
So, with Carrick on the ground groveling, how tall is the room?
So Carrick isn't groveling yet, but the room, like just
Oh, okay.
generally, like the ceiling height and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it's maybe 12 feet tall. It's a few feet above the
Okay.
Goliath's heads. It's a pretty high
Right.
ceilings.
Yeah. I was just trying to see if I could get a non-party shatter.
Oh.
That's not the case. Alright, I will cast as my bonus action Hex on the cultist who's been following me around. How do I ping? Well, you know which one.
Yes, this guy.
Yeah, so I will cast Hex on him,
All right.
which I don't believe he has to make a save. No, he just sucks. And I'll give him disadvantage on, we'll say, strength saves.
All right, that'll be strength checks, not saves, but yes.
Strength checks.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's hexed.
And then for my action, I'm a warlock. I will Eldritch Blast him.
All right, you hold up your hand, and Eldritch Energy arcs out, so make me an attack roll.
Yeah, sort of like copper-colored beam shoots from my palm.
Nice.
Does a 18 hit?
The cult is chasing you?
Yeah.
That'll hit, yes.
Excellent. So that'll deal D10 plus D6 plus 3. That is 11 plus 3, 16 damage.
All right, very good.
3 of which is necrotic.
Thank you. All right.
Actually, it just adds 3. Yeah, so that's still, 3 of them is necrotic. I'll take it.
All right. So he barely, the dagger flies out of his hand, and he barely kind of realizes what happened as he tries to throw the dagger at you with an empty hand, and then in his moment of confusion over what just happened, the energy just kind of arcs up his arm into his shoulder and into his chest, and he takes all that damage. He's not having a good day either. He's looking pretty hurt.
I bet not. And I also have Ray of Lethargy, so I'm going to reduce his speed by 10.
Okay, thank you.
And I will continue to retreat, as a good warlock does.
All right. Nala, you're up. Angry boy. I don't know if he's muted or not. Dross, let's say you take your turn while he is on his way back, or
Oh my god, I fucking did it.
you're muted.
Like you guys. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, I was saying I'm gonna do the same thing last turn.
Just smack at him with a reckless.
Like kill him. Yes.
All right, go for it.
So that would be D20 plus 6, right? Yeah.
Yep.
$21.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. And then trying to see. So would it be like 2d6?
You know what?
No.
He has so little health points that no matter what you roll, you're going to kill him. So go ahead and describe how you kill him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just killed him?
Yeah, you can describe it if you want. Like, say how you hit him, anything like that. How do you want to do this, basically?
So since my sword was on the ground,
Mhm.
I dragged it from the back and on the right side of my leg, and then swiped it off his crotch, and then sliced him in half.
All right.
To his ceiling.
This guy who's gotten beat up so much, there's just blood everywhere now as two halves of him just fall to the ground. And through the parting of the Red Sea of blood, you now see Patch on the other side of this figure. All right. So he
I barked at you happily.
dead.
Like that.
All right. Nala, anything else this turn?
I think I kind of want to be the center for the tank, so I'm going to move right here.
So Karik is already in that space.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I don't see his
Maybe
icon.
refresh the page. It could be just a glitch.
How do I? Okay, just refresh. it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
It's loading.
sure. We'll let you reposition in a second, but Drost, if you want to take your turn, and then we can Nala reposition after.
Sure. Since this guy up top is dead, I'm gonna step down.
All right.
And I'm gonna go ahead and just take another normal swing at this guy next to me.
Go for it.
Hammer strike. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Damage die. There it is. I was gonna say, how did I lose it already? That is 14 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Just kind of step up, and as I step forward, gulf swing with the warhammer and just launch him over the table.
Sure, I'll allow it. So his body flies over the table, and he just kind of crumples. You hear some kind of sickening noises as he crunches and snaps on both from the impact of the hammer and on the other side of the table. It's probably a good thing you can't see the state of the body at the moment. Anything else, Drost?
He's gonna stare menacingly at the guy that's been chasing Leroy.
Okay.
Just, oh, so you're approaching me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That is Drost's turn. Nala, is your page loaded?
Yep.
All right, you can choose where to move now if you wish.
Oh wait, I totally forgot I can
Wait.
move again.
Wait, Drost. Who's your target? I wasn't paying attention.
He killed this guy.
Yeah, I just killed the bottom one. If I can, I'll actually step right here in between them.
Okay.
You can
I'll
try to
just
target
square,
this.
yeah, I'll square up with bottom dude and just stare at him.
Sure. So Nala, there's 2 dead bodies and 2 more. Okay.
Alright.
So Nala kind of puts one hand on the table and hops over it just in front of Drost, like kind of cutting him off. My cat is playing with my Ethernet cord. Hold on.
Oh, how cute.
Playing or eating?
Both, yeah.
What a good girl.
Hungry.
Yeah, that's not going to go well for anybody. Okay. Crisis averted, I think. After Drost is Karik.
And I spend my turn going prone.
You do, unfortunately. Karik is now prone.
So, and then my dog will stay where he is and take the dodge action.
Okay.
Well, you spend your action going prone. You can then use your movement to get back up.
Is that how it works? Okay. Sure.
Well, I think I actually looked at the spell and it says I immediately end my turn.
Oh, okay. There you go.
After I go
Oh,
prone.
okay.
That makes sense then.
So,
That's what I was
yeah,
missing.
It's a barn burner.
Yep. Alright, so that is Karik's turn. Milos.
Please don't burn me, guys. Great. I'm going to take my crossbow, and I'm going to shoot at this guy.
Go for it.
It's a 14 hit.
Sorry, which guy again?
This one.
Unfortunately, because Leroy is in the way, that does not hit. Can't quite get a good angle on it.
Alright. And I will have Neko attempt to break this door down.
Okay, make an athletics check for Neko. If it's not
Oh,
listed
dear.
on the stat block, that'll just be a strength roll.
Oh, athletics is +6.
There you go.
Let's go.
Strong cat.
12.
Yeah, that'll do it. So Neko bursts through the door on the other side. This cultist kind of looks over reflexively, like, what?
And Neko will move. Where is Neko going to move? Neko's going to move over there.
All right, go for it. Sure.
How do I... There we go.
It's fine with me.
Bam.
All right. Next guy. Next two ones are okay. This one's up. Actually, no. This one is up next. Yes. So he is going to, just seeing Nala leap over the table, kind of panic a little bit. He's going to take a step back. He's going to disengage and just book it.
Ha! Scared him.
And that is his turn. This one, now successfully, Karak is on the ground. He's going to actually pull out a scimitar from his back and take a stab at you. So this will be with advantage.
I'm gonna have my Patrick's gonna use his reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack, so it'll be a straight roll.
Okay, sure.
As he'll interfere.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 will miss.
All right. So despite you being on the ground and unable to move super well, you're able to see it coming and block it with Patch's help. The stab he was a little too confident in his stab, perhaps. And that is his turn. So it is back to Leroy.
All right. Let's see. Neko is definitely not something I want to kill. Oh, and that guy with the skull is dead, right?
Yes.
All right.
These two are still alive.
Please don't kill Neko.
I will attempt to not kill Neko. I'll do my very best. I will just Eldritch Blast down the guy that was killing me that's running away.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
I hesitate to say he was killing me.
Yeah, you have line of sight. No cover bonus. You're good.
All right.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky to say he was killing you there. That's true.
12.
That just hits.
Oh, baby. I love hitting with low numbers.
Ooh, baby, a triple.
All right. That's going to be 9 necrotic 9 force and 3 necrotic.
All right, so as he's attempting to run away, you hit the other arm that you didn't hit earlier, and so now both arms are kind of numb from the shock of this necrotic damage. So he's running away, both arms not quite functioning properly. He's having trouble balancing, but he's still going.
All right.
He's but you can tell he's starting to lose his balance even as he's running. He's barely staying upright.
All right, and he's slowed again.
All right.
And I will use my movement this time to get towards the center of the room. So I guess probably there is the closest I want to go because I don't want to get attack of opportunity. Duh.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just get a better vantage point in the room.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Nala, you're up.
All right. The guy that ran away. He's okay.
Yeah, he's barely standing up right now. He's I call it running, but he's kind of hobbling and limping. It's
Oh, I kind of want to do the same thing and hop over the table.
Okay.
Just to do the same thing in the beginning and scare him some more.
Go for it.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Just yell boo at him really loud.
I might just trip and just die.
No, I'm just that low, funny, slightly evil laugh,
Okay.
Nah.
The bloodthirst
Right.
and Nala.
Yeah, the ragey bloodthirst that I have.
All right, go ahead and make your move.
It's all
So-
evil. Find out next time. on Dragon Ball Z.
So he goes here, hops over here.
All right, sure. You have
Yeah.
enough athletics to just hop the table, so
Yeah.
make your attack roll. Is
Okay.
this reckless?
Yeah, this whole thing
He
is
just
reckless.
jumped over tables. Of course it's reckless.
All right, we'll say you actually kind of leapt off the table and tried to land on him with your sword. A nice aerial strike.
All right, that's good. Okay. It would also be just. It would be +1, right?
Your attack roll?
Yeah.
+6, a d20 plus
+6. Sorry, I'm spacing out. Okay. Okay, it's a 12.
Was that one roll or two?
Oh,
Because if you're reckless, you get to roll twice and choose the higher, or technically choose whichever you want.
nope. There's a 12 and an 11.
All right, the 12 actually does hit. Barely. It
Oh.
meets his armor class. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. This is the one with the +1, I think. Yeah.
This is another case where your minimum damage roll would kill him, so just how do you want to do this?
Oh. Just roll d20.
Well, you can describe how you want to kill him, because you roll a minimum damage of 6, and he has less health than that. So
How do I want to kill him? Okay. Since the wall's right there,
Mhm.
am I allowed to use the greatsword as kind of like a shield and then push him with it and then crush him
Sure, you may.
to the wall?
So you leap off the table, and he looks up at you and barely gets a glance at you and starts to panic, but his arms can't come up to block you, and then you just crush him against the wall. And it's like a pop tomato with like blood
Oh,
around the
God.
wall, and just his skull doesn't really exist anymore. And yeah, he's just kind of squished there.
It'll always
Congratulations.
exist in our hearts.
It's like
Mm.
it's like the black robe is kind of the skin of the tomato, and then everything else is just gore. So
And now there's like
Gotcha.
that scar under the left side of my eye. That was already red with the tattoo. I have the same thing on my right side, only it's real blood.
there you go. Just covered in
Alright.
blood. All right. It is Frost's turn.
All right. Trost realizes that we are disgustingly short on information at the moment.
Yeah.
He's gonna put his hand on Leroy's shoulder and kind of push past him here, and then he's
Duck
gonna
out of the way.
step up to this guy, and he's just gonna bear hug him, try to get both his arms.
All right, so a grapple.
Nice.
Grapple.
All right, roll me athletics. don't bother. You win. I feel like even with a natural one, your athletics bonus will be higher. So, yep, you've grappled him.
All right. I'm just gonna lift him off his feet and say, "What if we ask this one some questions?"
All right. That is
Be
Drost's
okay
turn.
with that?
It's now Karek's turn. Karek, you may get up off the floor.
Kara gets up and says, "That's a great idea."
All right. Are any of you going to try to?
He'll put away his hip blade
All right.
at that point.
All right. Any other actions?
Neko is gonna run over and just kind of like headbutt the dude because spent so much effort getting
Okay,
into
so
the
the
room
dude's-
and didn't actually do
The
anything.
dude's legs are kind of kicking under Drost's grab, so Neko's just going to try and hit him in the knee or something. Go ahead and roll.
He's not actually gonna do like he doesn't want to do any damage.
Oh,
just,
it's just-
he wants to feel like he contributed.
Okay, just an intimidation tactic, sure. Right.
I'm helping.
Is anybody going to tie him up, or is he just going to keep making checks against Drost to escape?
I would
I can,
appreciate
um,
if someone
I
restrained.
can-
I've got this magic rope.
Start tying
Does
him up.
anybody have rope?
Magic rope?
Yeah,
Oh, we
they
got
tied me
magic
up with
rope.
it.
How
Oh.
convenient.
Well,
Magic.
you
Um,
use their own shit against them.
Yeah, I will go up, and if you guys will hold the limbs together, I'll tie it up. Is there enough rope to do like hands to feet behind him and really just
Hog
win his
tie.
day?
With some creativity, sure.
All right.
Perhaps some creative flexibility as well. Might not be comfortable, but
Yeah. Humans are so squishy. They're really easy to just bend into different shapes.
Dross can definitely help with enforced flexibility.
oh god.
All right. So
Oh,
so
no.
you bend him backwards some, and make sure to get. Have you ever tied a pig?
He says, "Oh yeah, like this," and he's gonna put his knee in the middle of his back while the guy's
There
flying.
you go.
Gonna grab him by the back of the neck,
There you
grab
go.
his legs together, and just pull close together.
Yeah.
We're
Careful not
really
to break the spine.
Drost,
Don't want
cruel.
to talk to him.
Drost, real quick, what is your unarmed damage?
Oh Lord.
It's 5.
Alright, so
We're
he
really
takes 5
sending it-
bludgeoning damage from your knee in his back.
You just hear like spine popping.
It's like popping a
Oh,
pimple.
he screams. He's not having a good day.
All right. Just so you know, you can rough him up quite a lot. He doesn't have to die. I can handle that. So I'll tie him up. Should that be like a dex roll or something, or just tie him
Oh, I
up?
forget the exact rules for that. I think it's sleight of hand again.
All right.
I know there's rules in Xanathars for that.
Heck.
I think it is sleight of hand.
Oh heck.
Yeah. All right. This die is messed up, but it's 11.
Okay.
I got this for Christmas, and it's got like. It's hard to read.
So you essentially set a knot that will take a sleight of hand DC 11 check to untie, is how it works, I believe.
Oh no, sorry. It's a 15. I rolled
A 15. Okay, so it's pretty good. He is tied up. He cannot unrestrain himself from within the knot.
Mhm.
Imagine being unrestrained.
All right.
He can or he can.
He cannot.
He cannot not.
Correct.
Is he on the knot?
He cannot unknot.
Yes. That.
Andy's surrounded.
Yep. All right.
So, what questions do we want to ask this guy?
Layout. Location of the thing we're looking for.
Right?
What's the thing we're looking for? Are we looking for a specific thing?
It's basically a magical battery for necrotic energy.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah. And this is me deducing what Dross would probably understand from what Felicia told us.
Oh, and I'll also re-hex this guy so that he's even worse at making checks to get out.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So strength again.
If that's what he gets.
Okay. Sure thing. So his whole body just kind of like tenses up a bit under the knots as the hex takes effect, and his muscles don't quite respond as good as they should.
Yeah, that's lactic acid buildup.
Please,
Magical lact.
please don't kill me. I'm just hired help here.
Join the cults.
I think you broke a rib with that knee.
And
I'm sure you're trying to do much worse to me.
you tied me up. Actually, your friends did.
Yeah, so it's for some background, Leroy, on how you got here. You were just traveling to Galt, and suddenly you were abducted and brought here. You recognize these black cloaks, but otherwise, you don't know why they would have targeted you. You're just kind of here.
Fucking Tuesdays, man.
While people are questioning, Dross is gonna pat down some bodies and look for any keys, anything incriminating, letters.
Make me an investigation check.
Oh god. I rolled a 2, so that's a 6.
No, pretty much the same as the other guys you found in the alleyway before. You don't really spot anything. They seem to kind of... this guy has some cards on him. He was playing cards earlier, but it's like...
Probably should ask someone to assist me.
Everyone else gonna investigate?
I mean, I can
Yeah,
help,
I'll
but I'd
investigate.
like to interrogate this guy a little further.
All right, so go ahead and Kurek. What is your investigation roll?
Shitty
15.
investigation.
15, okay. You search a little more thoroughly than Dross, and you can pretty much confirm that this guy's not really carrying much. He's got his weapons, he's got his equipment, he's got his cloak on him, but, like, it's not like he has a lot of personal belongings on him at the moment. It seems like the guards, much like the guards in the alleyways, the cultists, rather, that you found in the alleyways, are, They prepare for combat situations and combat situations only when they're in this kind of uniform.
Were any
I
of those
see.
rings on them?
On this one, no. Kark did not find any of those rings.
Alright. What did they have for gear?
This one is just wearing some kind of leather armor, and he had an arcane focus and a scimitar and a couple daggers. The arcane focus is like a 5-pointed star, kind of like almost like a starfish-looking crystal.
Well, if we want to ask questions, do you want to go ahead and do that?
Whoever would like to.
I will assist in the interrogation. I think with my awakened mind, I'll add some like mechanical clicking and grinding sounds in his mind.
Okay, some just assisting in the intimidation, sure.
Yeah, and I can give guidance to whoever's asking the questions.
Okay, so who would like to ask the questions? Nala is still in the corner covered in blood, by the way. He's just kind of reveling in the bloodlust of his kills.
Yeah, trying to calm myself down.
Right.
Am I right?
Carrick, did you want to do the questioning, or?
Hello.
No, not there.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Alright, so I'll give you guidance and I'll try to assist with the interrogation as well.
Alright.
So take plus D4 to whatever rolls you make if you're trying to do intimidation or whatever.
Great.
Yep, plus D4
So,
and advantage
character-
from the assistants.
Mhm.
Carrick is going to ask him, so who is it that hired you? Why are you sending men after us?
Why would I know that? I'm just hired help here.
What does the person that hired you look like?
He wore a black cloak over his head most of the time. He's kind of passed the coins to us and told us to guard this entrance here. It's pretty much my only job at the moment. It's just guarding this entrance. They pay me...
His face. What does his face look like?
Oh, well, I mean, it's some kind of shade of green, I suppose. But I never really saw higher than his mouth. He keeps a cloak over his head pretty much at all times. But I at least know his skin color is somewhat green.
Did he have green teeth like an orc?
Yes, I believe he did. He was rather large, too, now that you mention it.
Did we hear that the sheriff was part of this, like, organization, or no?
You guys heard that the sheriff, who has been missing for a bit, was at odds with the Aurum. Like, he was
Okay.
not necessarily, like, so aggressively as made enemies with them, but, no. He's kind of the ones that tried to keep them in check in the town.
I see.
He was very suspicious of them. And their activities during the war, especially. He's still convinced they're up to something. That's all you've really gathered about his opinion on them.
Tell us what's behind each of these doors.
Well, the door's over here. He points to these. That just leads to the mess hall where we eat. That's really the only other room they allow us in, but I will say this door, that's where all the more important looking people tend to go through. You know, the ones in the dark cloaks that, there's a few, yes. It's late at night, so most people are home, but as far as I can count, I wasn't paying too much attention. There's definitely at least a handful.
Right, thank you. I'll sort of dull the grinding in his mind.
All right.
Carrick looks back up at Drost and says, "So what now?"
Now we keep going.
This guy expended his usefulness.
Perhaps not.
All right.
Perhaps we can have him go in and send a message.
True. How's he looking?
How's he looking? You can make me a
Yeah.
medicine check if you want. He looks hurt,
Wait,
but
what?
to determine just how hurt,
That's an 8.
definitely a dislocated shoulder. It's mostly it.
All right. I could try to fix that with my smithing tool.
Oh boy.
Do you say that
God.
out loud?
I could try and fix him up a little bit with my smithing tool.
So that is out loud. Okay. Make me an intimidation check with advantage.
All right. 20, non-natural.
Please, please, no, please don't do anything. Please, just kill me instead.
Just kill me instead.
Well, that's definitely on the table.
Do you know your
You know,
way?
it really doesn't hurt that much. My old colleagues really appreciated it.
Well, your colleagues like you, sir.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense then, doesn't it?
Yeah, that does. Yeah. Uh-huh. That follows.
Kind of trying to squirm away from you as much as he can.
Oh no, I'm just gonna keep aiming at the top.
I feel kind of bad. I don't know why.
Really, I'm a healer most of the time.
Yeah, if we just murdered a bunch of townspeople that were just paid to work
Who
here.
in the party isn't a healer? A healer. Our actual main healer has been the first person to get a humanoid kill in this game. If that tells you anything about healers in this game.
That's funny.
All right. Anyways,
All right. So either you clean yourself up and do some spying for us, or this is your last minute on Earth.
can you repeat that? Do some what for you?
Do some spying for us.
Oh, okay. Well, they never allow me farther up in the rooms. That's more secret stuff. I'm not sure how much use I'd be there. If you need me to spy on the mess hall,
So the second option then.
Well, perhaps we send him into the first room anyways. It doesn't matter if he's allowed.
That's fair.
We're the one telling him to do it.
all right.
True.
Just go in there and tell us what you see. And if you get as far as you can before someone sends you out.
All right. So you guys going to untie him and shove him through the door, basically, or what's the plan here?
If you come back and actually give us accurate information, we'll let you go run out the entrance free.
To
Sound like
be
a plan?
cautious here, he could scream.
And if he does, we'll kill him and everyone else in there. But
That's fair.
we're giving him a chance at freedom and at his life. So if you come back and give us information, we'll let you run free. Otherwise, you're gonna die along with everyone in there.
Make me a persuasion check. Kirk.
Who?
I'll say Kirk for now. If you want to, I guess you assisted him in that conversation, so make me a persuasion at advantage, Kirk.
Plus guidance.
Sure, I'll allow guidance.
Yeah.
You probably
Is that a
even
D4?
continue the guidance. Yeah. So advantage plus D4.
All right. That is a 16.
All right. I suppose I could try that. One of you try and fix up my arm first. It would help me sneak around a little better, I think. I'm gonna need to sneak quite a lot. If they catch me, it may be a more painful death than even you'd give me.
Dross will put up his hand real quick and look around to the group. If they're more like him, just common folk, we could convince them all to just leave and handle the perpetrators by themselves.
That's true. You could ask them if they're willing to surrender, and if not,
Oh,
you can go free if you.
as soon as they see me beyond those doors, they're going to know something's wrong, and they will likely kill me. Just on the spot. It's
Well,
Throughout this conversation, Leroy had pulled out like pliers and a nice hammer, and then like shook his head and looked a little disappointed.
I mean, I could try, but I'd advise against it. I really would. I'm just trying to help here, man.
So no, I just forgot.
Oh, okay. He kind of shivers a little bit.
So Joss will point at the 2 doors leading out from this room. So what's behind these doors?
These, he mentioned earlier, these 2 doors here just lead to the mess hall.
Okay.
And then this door here leads deeper into where the important people go. And the important looking people go. He doesn't know any of them. He doesn't know who they are. He's just a very simple hired guard who, isn't really told anything or allowed to even look anywhere.
So there's
What
no
else
one
is beyond the mess? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, is there anyone in the mess hall who would just leave with you?
As far as I recall, no one has gone into the mess hall recently. Not this evening, at least. It's been a few hours since dinner,
Would you be willing to check for us?
I can look for you, sure.
We don't want anyone getting caught up in this that doesn't belong.
I agree.
All right.
What else is beyond the mess hall?
Just the kitchens and such. That's really.
That's it?
I'm sure you noticed that the doorway down. He points down here. That really just is an easier access for them to carry things in from the outdoors into the kitchens in the mess hall itself.
Inside check. Can I roll an inside check?
You may.
Actually, if you're gonna roll an insight check, you have to yell "insight check" aggressively.
That's
Inside check.
Yeah, that is the correct rules. Yes.
Huck a d20 at the character.
That is an 8.
Yeah, he seems like he's very thoroughly intimidated into telling the truth right now. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
He realized that any of these words he speaks could be his last, and so he's hurriedly but very carefully choosing his words.
So yeah, I guess take a peek in the mess hall and see.
Okay,
who's
so you're
in
gonna
there.
unbind any part of him, his legs at least. You're just gonna shove him through the door and let him roll.
I'll
Also,
like
real
take
quick,
and slash at him with my double-bladed scimitar, but like just slash the ropes, just to scare him a little bit.
Well, they are magic.
Okay,
ropes.
make me an attack roll.
Oh, are they? Or
We
I
probably
forgot
should
that
save
they were
these
magic
ropes.
ropes.
They are magic ropes.
Oh, forget about that. I'll just untie him.
Okay. Make me a
Drops pipes in. No, I want those.
make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay.
All right. Ooh, that's that is a 19.
All right. Yep. It's pretty easy for you to untie the knot. It's not a particularly complicated knot for you.
Okay.
Okay. And my shoulder. Yes. Please. My rib too, if you could.
I only have one spell slot.
He kind of
That's,
turns. and looks
Milo's.
funny.
Milos, you got any healing left over?
If you got the same or anything else, I'll just.
I
I'll
guess
just
I
do
could
it.
cure wounds on him.
All right. Roll the healing for that.
Yep.
I assume Malice is in the room now.
Just give him a little.
Okay, he got max, so that's plus 12.
All right.
Nice.
You guys watch as the shoulder actually just kind
Thank
of
you, Milo.
pops back into place, and he flinches for a bit, and then you hear a strange. Oh, sorry. I thought you were in the room with him. If you're gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, and then I left the room.
Okay. Fair enough. And you hear a strange kind of. It's not quite a crunching, not quite a popping, but somewhere in between as he winces at his side, and then he starts flexing. He's like, "Okay, thank you. Much better, much better." And he will walk over here.
I'll untie him and keep the rope as well.
All right. So he's going to walk over here. He will open this door, and as he does, you guys are able to see like another little segment here with a door facing down here. And he will disappear behind the door.
While he's gone, I'm gonna listen to see what I can hear behind this door.
Yeah, I'll just lean up against the wall and wait.
Okay. You hear him trip over a chair, hit the ground. Sees, yeah, it's a little panicked at the moment.
Good job.
Yeah, super stealthy boy. As he's looking around, you hear a couple doors open and close. Again, not super stealthily. They kind of slam a little bit, but not like aggressively. Otherwise, didn't really hear much. And then he's actually going to return out of this door. It's empty in there, as I said. There's just tables in there, unless you count tables as people. He looks at you, Leroy.
Well, what kind of tables are they?
Just wood and brass linings on them.
What isn't people?
I wouldn't know.
While he was doing that, Carrick was listening to see what he could hear behind this door.
That door there? Okay. Make me a perception check.
Oh my god, I'm rolling really well tonight. 22.
Damn, okay. Very far in the distance, you hear some, like, you can barely make it out, but you hear some kind of chanting. Barely make it out. You can't hear what they're saying, but the rhythmic patterns of it and kind of just the sound of it in general sounds like human voices, so you kind of assume it's chanting. A few bits of clinking metal here and there. Again, very muffled in the distance. Probably, you can guess, probably behind a few different doors and things. They're not immediately behind that one.
All right.
Otherwise, silence.
I think they're performing some kind of ritual in there. If I had to guess, this would be our opportunity to sneak in and try and make a surprise attack.
Okay.
What was your name? Over there.
Carrick, real quick. You hear a muffled scream.
Oh,
it's a female scream.
Go. And he's talking to the guy that we took hostage or whatever, and he's saying, "Go, you're free. Get out of here.
Leave. Get yourself some help, and I'm gonna give him like 2 gold or something."
Okay.
And Carrick is gonna run and bust through this and open this door and see what's on, and like try and like figure out, like run towards the screen.
Okay. The door is locked, but if you would like to attempt to bust it down. In the meantime, this guy will say, thank you so much. Thank you for having mercy, and I will always remember this. And he's going to run away.
He will try. He's not going to bust it down. He's not that strong. He's going to try and pick the lock.
All right, make me a Thieves' Tools check.
You got it. Oof. That's rough. I think it's a 6.
A 6. Unfortunately, no. You can't. You're maybe slightly panicked from the sounds you've heard, and you can't open it.
Dross, bust this down. I can't open it. He's frazzled.
Dross, are you muted?
Sorry, here we go. Dross will line up right here and then just full dead sprints at the door.
All right, athletics check at advantage.
He'll help him. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sweet.
And I'll
just like pat his back as he goes.
Yeah, I just pat his back as he left.
Like
totally,
just
100%.
Just a quick ass slap.
Yeah, nice football ass slap.
When you do that, I'm gonna walk into the room.
As he runs by.
I'm gonna pass some guidance in there as well.
Okay. So when you cast guidance through your arm, like what's the
It's a hand on each cheek as he busts through the door.
Yeah. It's just like, go get him, bud. And like I kind of, because he's a giant, I sort of 5-star him. But like for him, it's not so bad.
All right.
And it sort of warmth shoots through his back, gets ready to go.
This is quite a skill check.
Oh yeah, this door's gonna get it.
I'm wearing a
God.
chainmail, so your back slap doesn't do too much.
Hey, there you go. I mean, it's a big metal arm, but yeah, it's chainmail.
What's the boost from guidance?
D4.
D4.
Alright, so we're gonna add a D4 on top. And that's a 4, so that brings us up to a 26.
26.
Oh, what?
Okay,
The
Drost.
door's fucking.
The door's fine.
As they slap you on the ass as you run past, you actually leap off the end of the bench and just drop kick the door. The hinges actually just completely bend out of the way. The door flies all the way back up against the wall on the other side and just shatters.
That's what I call opening a door. Knock,
Oh, yeah.
knock.
That's how we open a fucking door, boys.
And Drost flies into the room, landing right there.
Well, apparently we're panicking.
Yep.
So he's gonna hang a left instantly and full sprint into this door.
Okay,
Okay.
Carrick is gonna open this door.
Okay, first, Drost, that door is not locked. Go ahead, you can open it. And
Oh, okay.
Carrick, that door is locked. You can immediately
All right,
tell.
I am going to try and pick it.
Is the door obviously not locked, or is it like?
Well, I mean, if you go to try and open it, it just opens.
Oh,
Or-
he was just going straight for the
Door just-
the steam.
door just flies open, no
Fuck.
resistance.
I rolled another 2.
Oh.
Yeah, same roll as last time. A 6.
So
I should have helped. I'm stupid.
Just so everyone's aware, this is loud as shit, by the way.
oh yeah, as soon as
Oh,
you
very.
open this door, you see this much of the room before you enter it.
Hey, that looks like most of a star.
He heard
Inside a
ritual.
circle.
He sees star and magic items. Dross will yell, "Ritual!" and step inside.
All right.
Carrick here
All
is
right.
that he spins around.
Follow in hot pursuit.
I was waiting. Yeah, just waiting to hear what we see.
Yeah.
All right. So you see this room. At the back, you see a cage. It is empty at the moment, but there's some flecks of blood at the bottom. There's various desks with different bits of paper and odds and ends and magic things.
God.
This purple circle here is a very large orc with a black robe on. And he is shocked. This is some kind of weird contraption like a throne. And when you bust open the door, he actually falls off of it, prone next to it.
Huh.
Yeah, actually, is that moving for you guys? There we go. So he's
There we go.
there we go. He's on the floor next to it. He's like, he falls. There's no one else in the room at the moment.
I'm gonna start sprinting unless you want us to roll initiative.
He doesn't look aggressive so much as terrified.
So 1, 2, 3.
Carrick is
4.
gonna go to this door and try and
Five.
discern if it's where the ritual is coming.
So a perception check then? Sure.
So this is
13.
my full movement for an actual initiative round.
Okay. Yep.
If we're not quite,
He is just
yeah,
like scrabbling along the ground trying to get away from you, not like
I'm grabbing his ass
Alright.
instant.
he can hardly even resist. He's actually kind of out of shape. You can tell maybe some of his bulk from being is less from being an orc and more just from being fat.
Oh,
He was on
I'm
some
gonna rip
kind of
his-
throne.
yeah, I'm gonna rip his head off.
All right. He is indeed a very ugly orc. Karek.
Oh, I thought you said head.
Oh.
No, hood.
Okay. Karek, what would you roll again? Sorry.
A 13.
13. You are able to make out the sounds of chanting from that door, yes. It's a fairly heavy-looking door.
I'm gonna try and bust it down.
Athletics check.
All right.
Is the cage open or closed?
The cage is open.
Ooh, I rolled a 20 total.
20 total. Unfortunately, the door is still too strong for that. It's a very, very heavy set door.
What kind
it
of
looks like probably
material is the door made out of?
It's some kind of metal.
Okay.
Indeed, it's almost entirely metal. The frame is metal.
Could I make some kind of check to figure out
What kind of metal?
Yeah, just like how easily it might be, for example, melted.
Sure. Go ahead. Make a intelligence check of some kind, I guess.
I'm pretty sure it's made of metal.
Yeah, that seems likely, doesn't it?
Yeah, I got a 4 even.
It's like hard metal.
It's a
Yeah.
hard metal. So it looks like it's built to be secure.
Is there a lock I see?
Yep.
Well, you just try to pick the lock, so play there as well. Eh.
Yeah, it's definitely locked.
All right.
Are you doing anything to the lock? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I mean, if you guys aren't opposed, I can try to blast it open.
By all means, please.
As long as it doesn't take spell slots, because we have physical labor that doesn't take spell slots.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast is very easy for me to cast.
Okay, make me an attack roll, sure.
All right.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna drag Fat Boy to the cage.
Say 16 to hit.
All right, I mean, you do hit the surface of it. Roll damage.
Oh, nice. I did not hex the door, so I went for 6. Aw, sad day. 6 damage, force damage.
All right, so as you cast, it's a fairly big target. It's easy to hit. It's not trying to dodge or anything, so you manage to hit, but the Eldritch Blast kind of pings off of it and hits the wall behind you right here.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to have left a dent, although the area that it hit does seem a little bit heated.
All right. Do you guys want me to keep doing this?
Maybe Nala. Maybe you can try and break through it.
Yeah, no, you're thick.
All right.
After you make that roll, Nala, we will return to Drost.
Okay.
I'll let you make this roll real quick. This will be an
So
athletics check.
I'll use yeah.
If you rage before doing it, you would have advantage, but it would use up another one of your rages per day, which you only have 2 more, I think.
And we can just help you with the roll instead of you spending a rage.
That's true.
Yeah, I would just save my rage then.
Yeah, Carrick will give you advantage on it.
All right.
And I'll give you guidance.
Cool.
Alright.
You got this, buddy.
I'm just stomping.
Yep.
All right.
So you guys give him the dual football slap again?
Yeah, it's like the shoulder rubs this time.
So how does
Like-
buffing me work when it comes to rolling?
So-
Do you just add on to it?
So you're going to roll twice and take the higher one, and then add your athletics and another d4. Perhaps Leroy, you can roll the d4 for him. Let's make it simple.
All right. So I'm just
Shitty guidance.
So yeah, just roll your d20 twice plus your athletics
+6.
bonus.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's 1. Got 15. And then fuck.
What was the higher one?
So there's 15 and then 7.
So 16 total then.
Is that a 15 plus your plus 6, or is that...
No, it's I got a 9 and
Oh,
then
okay.
6.
So yeah, unfortunately, you slam into this door with your shoulder and then just kind of slide down it. It budges maybe a tiny bit, but it's nowhere near breaking off its hinges.
Nowhere near.
I mean, the
damn
frame
it.
is metal,
Damn.
encased in these stone walls and things too. It's a very secure door, whatever it is. And
Is there any
now,
way?
sorry.
Hey, Frost, does that guy have a K?
Yep. Now we're returning to Rost. So you have this rather thick ogre on the ground in front of you, frantically trying to escape, and you have grappled him. You're holding onto his leg or something, probably, because he's not exactly hard to grab. He's actually
Oh, I was
fairly.
going.
It's actually fairly small for an ogre. Yeah, you can grab him however you want, but
Wait, ogre?
he is sorry, orc. He is some kind of orc.
was gonna
But
say,
he's
ogre?
fairly small for an orc, but very squat. Like he's more fat bulk than muscle and build bulk.
If we're being honest, the difference between a fat orc and a basically semantic.
Good point,
So
Leroy. Drost, does he have a key?
Drost is dragging him. That was a 16 on my athletics to drag
Okay, you can drag him wherever you want.
to the cage.
You are so much like your size, and I'm not even going to make you roll for this. You can just drag him over there. He's probably like within your push drag lift capacity.
But then hearing them yell, "Does he have a key?" I'm gonna pat him down real quick.
Make me an investigation check.
Pat him down. That is, I rolled an 18, which puts that at a 22.
Oh,
You search through his pockets and you find a bunch of odds and ends. He's got like some kind of magical stopwatch type device, a little bit of clockwork, a bunch of coins and various little jewels and pieces of jewelry and stuff. Nothing incredibly useful. No keys. But upon hearing key, he will immediately volunteer. A key, you said? A key? Just check my quarters, Just don't hurt me, please. It's in there somewhere, I swear.
When he says there, where does he put?
He points at the store. It's the third bed down. Third bed down is mine. Please don't hurt me.
Joss will say thank you, and he'll shut him in the cage.
Okay.
Carrick will go and open the door.
The door just opens. It's not very secured.
Not very secure.
Excellent.
He'll start looking for the key. He said it was the third. He said the third bed down.
Yep, third bed down. So in here you see 4 beds with a chest in front of each.
He'll open the third bed down, that chest.
Okay. Inside you find a bunch of various robes, a couple changes of dark robes and things like that, but in there you do find a key amongst some other more jewels and coins and things.
He'll grab the jewels, the coins, and the key.
All right. I will tally up the value of those things later, but
Yeah.
We should note this room down for later, in case these people want any.
For sure. And he'll run out of there as fast as he can with the key.
Drost, make me.
That was really fast.
Drost, make me a dexterity saving throw.
So fast I ran into a...
Dex saving throw.
Yes, as the orc pulls some kind of jewel, one of the jewels that was on his person, out of his pocket and begins to cast through it.
Alright, this guy is gonna get his ass beat.
We didn't take everything he owned?
No, I didn't take anything off him. I just threw him in the cage.
Ah, heck.
That's a 6.
Okay. Ooh. Hold on while I roll.
That's unsettling. Thanks for phrasing it like that.
Hold on, I need to roll 68 6.
Take
Exactly.
40 points of lightning damage.
Oh!
As a lightning bolt erupts from the gem he has on him and just, like,
I'm gonna Stone's Endurance that shit.
basically directly across like that. You could say.
Oh, he's like.
So that's minus 9, so 31.
What
I'm
was
at
that?
4 hit points.
Yeah, so you guys hear a roll of thunder as this dude casts through the cage.
Is it pretty apparent what just happened?
Oh, yeah. Oh, like, he's still holding up the crystal, and he's actually, looks like he's preparing to cast something again. But we will pick up from there next time.
Whoa,
okay.
it's already
It
9?
is 9 p.m.
Damn.
How the heck?
That was quick. It felt like an hour.
Yeah, you guys enjoying the
Yeah.
dungeon so far?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I like the layout.
That's okay. No one else in here gets mercy.
All right, so we'll pick up from there next time. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see how we can possibly. Oh, Echo.
All right.
Whoa.
We'll see how we can possibly write Felicia back into the situation next week, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. And
This whole time it was behind Joss, just like a backpack.
yes,
Hanging on me like a bag.
Yeah.
there we go.
Perfect.